Now, the collapse of corruption cases involving politicians and government officials has raised doubts on the capacity of the Director of Public Prosecutions to ensure the recovery of public resources lost through fraud. However, officials in the ODPP's office say the law allows for the withdrawal of cases, much to the displeasure of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, as Bridget Ngana now reports.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions is defending itself against allegations of sabotaging corruption cases involving politicians and senior government officials, saying most of those decisions were backed by the law.
Is there a decision that you are aware of that says once a case is in court, no matter what, it must go to its logical conclusion? There's no such requirement. And that is why we have these instances where the law has provided for this continuation of the cases.
The Kwale Deputy Director of Prosecution, Hassan Abdi, providing reasons that would lead the prosecution to drop the cases involving high-profile individuals.
Because witnesses sometimes recant their testimonies. Witnesses refuse to come to testify. Circumstances change. Can't you withdraw in such circumstances? You exercise the discretion to withdraw. Because there are consequences when somebody is acquitted under, for example, 210. You will be sued for malicious prosecution.
However, in March this year, High Court Judge Nixon Sifuna refused to recuse himself from the corruption case involving former Kenya Pipeline Managing Director Charles Tonui and his co-accused after the DPP sought the removal of Justice Sifuna from the case on grounds that he was biased and that the case be heard by a 3-judge bench after ruling against them.
A public or state officer who willfully and flagrantly disobeys court orders falls short of the constitutional provisions of Chapter 6 and the principles and values of public service, and therefore renders himself ineligible to hold a public office.
Some of the high-profile cases that have fallen in the hands of the DPP include corruption cases against Governors Mike Sonko, Wycliffe Oparanya, and Muthomi Njuki. The case against former Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala over the inflated cost of the Ronald Ngala Tourism University. The case against former Kirinyaga Deputy Governor Peter Ndambiri involving a road construction tender, and the multi-million proposed construction of the Peace Dam along the Kenya-Uganda border in Turkana County. Interestingly, the ODPP had applied to drop an 83 million shillings draft case involving former Samburu Governor Moses Lenol Kulal, only for the same office to urge the court to impose the maximum sentence when Lenol Kulal and his co-accused were found guilty. Bridget Ngana, NTV.